back again, the camera just ran out of time. So in here I just chucked some stuff as I was leaving, so there's my little, like this is back when I got to the truck sort of thing. I always keep a ferro rod on around my neck when I'm out, just because I always believe in having a knife, or a good knife, and a means of starting a fire with you at all times, just in case, like in a river crossing. The first thing you should probably be looking at doing is first getting good breath of air. Second thing is getting yourself to the side. If that's going to be too hard, you got to ditch your pack every time before I enter a river, decent sized river, not like a little stream or anything stupid. For a river crossing, I always loosen my pack straps, just so it's easy to get off if I fall. I'd rather lose all my gear, or maybe have to look for it or anything like that, than drown. A bit of a problem, but generally you should be able to survive a day or two with a knife and a fire starting piece of gear. Just a side note, a little bit of candle left over, good for keeping some light around the hut playing cards with. Some bog roll, toilet paper near the top, and a waterproof bag, because wet bog roll's nobody's best mate. Anything else in there? No. And then onto the side, these pouches are pretty cool. Like I said, I just loaded up with random stuff. There's the fore end for my shotgun. Took a fly reel and a micro reel that I got from Doug's Outdoors, which is a website you guys should be able to find. I might try to link it in the description or something. Doug's a real good bloke, sent it through to New Zealand for me from the States. Top bloke. He should be doing orders again soon. He's a bit preoccupied at the moment though. Some flies and some sinkers and hooks and stuff. Various lengths of cordage, daisy chain. Well, that one's kind of daisy chain, got half pulled apart or something. But I've also done a video on daisy chain cordage. Bobber. There's another one. There's another one. But they've got these little cool pouches on the inside, which I quite like, just for storing littler things, especially if they're sort of flat, not too big. Just keep it organised so they don't all end up at the bottom and have you rummaging around looking for them for ages. This side, I reckon on that side, probably going to be able to fit a tarp. Like I've got a good sized tarp, and might even be able to get the poncho in there as well, with some cordage. Otherwise probably just the tarp and the cordage. Keep this side sort of a bit more for shelter, just so it's easy to access without having to open up the rest of the pack. I reckon that'd be a good idea. The only other real, I was thinking about adding some of the 511, like those big longer pouches that they sell. I think it's like a 6x10 or something, onto the sides. I honestly don't think I'll need it. I think the way these side pouches can form is a bit different. Like they don't stick out heaps from the side of the actual pack, they push in a little bit. So adding anything to the outside, especially on MOLLE, it's probably going to be wanting to push in further, so I'm not sure if it's actually going to be too good or how it's going to affect the width of the pack. Something else I'll have to look into. So in here I just slipped my Guy Nalgene bottle, which is a great bottle, really like it. I covered this in heat-proof coating just before I went out a while ago, and then just because it makes it easier to clean, doesn't get all sticky, like the tar doesn't really stick on it quite as well. I probably should have dried that. It looks like it's getting a bit of mould or something on the bottom. It's been sitting in there for a few days. But good water bottle, really solid. And then the Glacier cup got the same heat proof coating treatment as well. I've got this Vargo titanium spork. You don't need a titanium spork, but I just thought it was kind of cool. And I was bored one day, it was $10 or something, shipped to New Zealand, so just a wee thing. Anywhere you can cut weight in your pack's a good idea, but a spoon's kind of negligible. Before I got this, I just carried a stainless steel spoon, just regular one out of the cupboard. I don't like those plastic sporks, I think they're a bit flimsy, so I just like a metal spoon. Also because if you're doing any woodcraft or something, you can, to make bowls, if you don't have a spoon knife, like if you want to make the bowl in a spoon or an actual bowl or a cup, you can burn them out with, and then pick it out with a knife. It's a bit easier, so you can hold a coal on top of the bit of wood that you're like trying to burn into with that and blow it, and it'll kind of charcoal the immediate area, and then you can chip it out with a knife and do it again. You can't do that with a plastic spoon. Metal spoon on the other hand works perfect. This thing's like half an ounce if you really want to get technical. Again, not a huge problem for me, I just kind of got it for a laugh. some pot scrubbers. I think these are like a great alternative to taking out with you. Like, they're light, they're pretty useful. Some people take steel wool, which I suppose is a multi-use item because you can start a fire with it if you've got a battery or something, but nah, I don't really see the point, so that'll do it. This is like a 30-metre roll of tin foil that I just keep folded up, slot it in there in case I get some game that I want to cook in some coals or whatever, or improvise. Just, you can do so much stuff with tin foil if you've got a good imagination, so keeping that in there. I mainly, because I was hoping I was going to get a trout. I also use a pot stand sometimes if I don't want to get the bottom of my pot all sticky. I can sort of sit on it or use it to hold, like, lift stuff up. If you've got a hot pot that you're trying to tip or anything like that, it's kind of useful. On this side we've got another little mesh pouch that only has access from the top though. Then this little pouch just here, which lifts up, but it has a drawer cord on it in case, I don't know, I suppose it's a clothes or sleeping bag, or I don't know what it's specifically supposed to be for, but you know, I just used axe head in there and cinched it down to keep it nice and tight. I like the idea with this, it's like an ambidextrous exit or entry point for hydration or radio antennas. I'm pretty sure they said it was also able to be useful, so you can, I suppose you can even have one on each side that way. Just a cool little bit of kit. This is a little pouch for keeping glasses or a phone or iPod or anything like that in it, so it doesn't get scratched. It's like fleece lined. I've got some MOLLE pt2s and I was going to bring them along, but because my pack was so loaded up, I didn't really, because it just comes into the pack, that's it there. I didn't really feel too comfortable leaving them in there. Had a horrible feeling I was going to break them, so didn't really. I just, you know, left it out. The only problem I really faced was, for some strange reason, every time I was unclipping this, the male part of the pack, it was unclipping out of the MOLLE. I don't know how it was, but I'm just going to run a cable tie through this bit of webbing loop and that bit of webbing loop, and just, you know, so it's a permanent fixture. And I can always cut the cable tie if I need to. Just get these straps out of the way. In here, the back support, the back's plenty comfortable. It's got these little bits here that are kind of rubberized, leathery stuff, keep your shirt from riding up, so you know, it's just a bit more comfy on you, so you don't have your bit of your back exposed or pull your singlet out or anything like that. Hip belts, they could have a little bit more padding, maybe go a little bit further around, but like I said, it's not really a big deal. They're pretty comfy. The only thing was these islands here, these 4 islands, they don't really give you too much lift off your back, so I was actually finding that I was getting a bit of a sweaty back for some of the, you know, more physically demanding parts of the trail when I was actually getting a bit of a sweat up. Hydration bladder's almost empty. I just cut some weight out of that on the way back because it was pissing down with rain and I knew I wasn't going to need that much water. I had it loaded on the way in. I just loaded, like I said, loaded this pack up as much as I could for the way in, just as a test. That's the hydration bladder compartment. It's quite easily accessible from the outside. I've got some other packs that you have to get in from the inside, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. This one on the other hand is perfect. Easy to feed the tube through. And then on this bit, you've got I'm trying to do this all with, you know, without a tripod or anything, it's a bit hard. You got this plastic backboard, which is great. Seems to do the job quite well. Didn't have anything poking in my back or anything like that. Kept it nice and rigid, so I wasn't having problems with how it was conforming. Under it there's a metal like an alloy bar, just to hold it all in place. I'm really impressed with the quality of the pack. Yeah, I don't have any complaints. The zips all seem plenty strong, construction's durable. It was out in the rain, it was perfectly fine. Left it on the back of the ute on the way back for a couple of hours drive back to town, and had absolutely no problems with it. Really like it. I would definitely recommend it. Like I said though, I don't know how many pouches you'd want to add, just because. Oh, and it's got these attachment straps on bits on the bottom, so you can tie a sleep mat or something on. But yeah, great pack. Cheers. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section. Awesome. Cheers, guys.